Hey, good day, Sacramento. Everybody, meet Safiri. This is a 7-week-old giraffe. Surprisingly, not the newest member of the giraffe family here at Safari West, but definitely a new one. Isn't she so sweet? So she's about to get her breakfast. And while she has that bottle, I'm going to talk to Jeff here, who's the guide supervisor at Safari West, a little bit about Safiri and about Safari West in general. What a treat this is to just be in here with her. Oh my goodness.
Very special to be this close. This is a treat.
Yes, it sure is. So tell us a little bit about Safari West in general.
Yeah, so Safari West is a 400-acre wildlife preserve, mostly African species, apart from the aviary, which you saw earlier. We have birds from all over the world, but really the focus is Africa, and this is obviously one of the more iconic African species. Giraffes are definitely the big draw. We have 12 of them right now, which is crazy. And like you said, Safiri, is one of the newest members.
Yeah, and she sure is sweet. So what does a normal day, a safari here, look like?
Yeah, so we do 3-hour safaris, broken up into 2 different parts. So we do have a walking portion of the tour. We have monkeys and cheetahs. We have the aviary, and then, of course, the drive, which is about 2 hours out in the hills.
Okay, definitely an incredible experience. And it's just so wild to think it took me less than 2 hours to get here, to have a safari experience right in our own backyard from Sacramento. What a treat.
Yes, yeah, we're kind of a hidden gem out here. Yeah, such a unique property. Very authentic as well.
Very authentic. Yeah. So let's talk about when a baby giraffe is born like this, because I know breeding is a big part of what you do here. How big of a deal is that for the whole team and for the species?
Yes, I think it's a huge deal. We are lucky enough to be very successful breeding our giraffes. In fact, Safiri is number 52, I believe, since the property has been open. So huge deal. And, the species as a whole is doing okay, but broken up into 9 different groups. Some of them are endangered, if not critically endangered. So this is very special for us.
Yeah, and if we can see right up there, I'm not sure we can see, that's Safiri's dad up there, way up there, right?
Way up there, yes. Yeah, that's our big bull right now.
Looking down on his little baby. Okay, Safiri, are you ready for your bottle? Oh my goodness. So if people come, of course, this is kind of a special experience that we get to have, to go behind the scenes. But she will be out. Look at her dad up there, just peeking over. Hi there.
Just saying hi. Good morning.
Hey, dude, what's going on? We're taking good care of her. She's going to have her breakfast, okay? But she will be out in the lot with the other giraffes. And again, you have a new baby, too, who's going to be joining as well.
Yes, definitely. She was a kind of a first for us. We're having to obviously bottle feed and hand rear. Things are going great. We're so happy that she's doing much better. And yes, does go out and play in the lot, and we'll actually play with the our youngest giraffe right now. Hilarious to see giraffe zoomies.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, absolutely. Well, I never thought I'd be at least comparable in height to a giraffe, but here we are. If you guys want to meet Safiri, her family, the rest of the Safari West family, you can book your adventure online. We'll have more details coming up as we meet even more of these animals, go on more adventures. One last look at Safiri, and we'll send it back to you, sweet little girl.
Look at that. So cool. Thank you. There are a lot of new members in the Safari West family.
Yes, indeed. Molly Riehl is in Santa Rosa this morning getting a glimpse of the adorable creatures.
Yeah, and check this out. I'm about to do something I never thought I would get to do, and that is pet a rhino. How cool is this? And then they said, you know what, though? You know what she really likes? When you reach under the folds here, which is something I can say I don't particularly like, but Isha loves. Anyways, so Isha, this is Mom. She is a southern white rhino. Next to her is Otto, a 16-month-old southern white rhino who was born right here at Safari West. And we have Erica here to talk about it. Now, you might hear southern white rhino. This is a near-threatened species, of course, kind of related to the northern white rhino, which is basically extinct, right, Erica?
Yeah, they're functionally extinct in the wild. There's only 2 left. They're both females. So the reality of that subspecies coming back into existence is very low, which is why it's extra important that we conserve and take care of the southern white rhinos.
Right, and that's what you're doing here. Let's talk about Otto. It was such a huge deal that he was born here, that he is thriving, and boy, is he cute.
Yes, he is quite adorable. He's grown hugely since he was born. It was a huge feat for us to have a baby rhino here. Honestly, it's something none of us thought would actually happen. We just didn't have the right pair, and then we got Angava in, and it was a match made in heaven, and Isha got pregnant right in the nick of time because she's getting on the older end for having a first pregnancy, and she did fantastic. We couldn't have asked for it to go smoother, and really we were just so incredibly fortunate to have everything be so successful, so easy. She did all the hard work. It was great.
She's a good girl. Now, getting this close to a rhino is incredible, and I'm learning so much about them, something that fascinates me. So let's take a look at Isha's horn, see how it's shaped, and then look over there at Angava, and they're different. I said to you, is it like male and female have different horn shapes? This is personal preference.
Exactly, yeah, so their horns are actually made out of a really heavy keratin material similar to your nails, so they can file their horns just like we file our nails. So each rhino will file their horns a little bit differently depending on what their personal preference is, and it has a lot to do with what types of material they like to rub it on.
Interesting. You are doing a lot of research here, especially with Isha and fertility, that's going to help a lot of rhinos out in the wild.
That's our hope. So we have a really unique project that we've been conducting at Safari West. During her pregnancy with Otto, we were able to do thermographic imaging of her abdomen area and of her teats to watch the development of him throughout her pregnancy. We did find that there was significant changes in the heat signatures in her abdominal area, and her teats actually lit up right before she had him. Wow. So what we hope is that this will be able to be used in the wild to better determine what level or what rhinos are pregnant, and hopefully provide more resources to those animals so that they have more protection to continue on for the next generation.
Oh, just incredible work. Again, this is an experience that you can enjoy here at Safari West, along with meeting the other animals, as we met the giraffes earlier this morning. To pet a rhino, absolutely incredible. And as you said, Erica, it's all about knowing, appreciating, wanting to help protect and educate other people about these incredible species. Isha, you're a good girl. Otto, you're a good boy. Thanks for letting me pet you. And reach under the folds. You too can reach under the folds of the right rhino if you'd like.
Always
you
ask
can book your
permission
experience
first,
online.
though.
Hey, always ask permission.
Yep.
Yes, exactly right.
You know,
Okay,
hey, the
Molly,
adventure continues in the 9 o'clock hour.
describe what they feel like, because I don't think people understand. They're super soft. It's kind of squishy.
Oh, someone said like squishy concrete.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then right here, you know, I was a little nervous. I'll show you. That's mud. That scared me at first. I was like, oh my gosh, did I break you? But no, that's mud.
That's mud.
But yeah, it's like squishy concrete.
like
And then
their
under the
sunscreen.
folds is a little softer.
You know, the show, we're celebrating the 29th birthday of Good Day today. I think that's the first time in the 29 years somebody's been invited to reach under the folds on this show.
Thank goodness. All right. Thanks, Molly. There's nothing cuter than baby animals, and we're getting a look at a lot of those today. Molly Riehl is live in Santa Rosa experiencing the safari of her own. Hey, Molly.
Hi guys, hello. Yes, we are in the Sonoma Serengeti, Safari West, aka. We've met these guys before, old friends of ours. That right there, you can see Kalula. I knew it was her because look at that drool coming out of her mouth. That's Kalula. And then the gentleman right there, that is Jenga Cody. I think I was told you would get that reference, why he was named Jenga Fett.
Jenga Fett.
That's right.
Star
So
Wars.
we are just driving through Star Wars, exactly right. We're just driving through the family of giraffes. This is part of the tour. Again, this is 400 acres of wildlife in enclosure, where they do a lot of conservation work, a lot of education, and a lot of adventure. They take these old school, these cool vehicles out. And Jeff, I know as a tour guide, you just love sharing this with people.
Oh my gosh, it's the best. Being able to be this close to a giraffe is so unique, and so getting people excited and getting people educated about what's happening with these animals is just the best.
Yeah, and even the antelope you have here are impressive. And you have a lot of just a variety of species too.
Yes, definitely, and even the antelope. In fact, the white antelope there to our right, the white antelope there in front of us, all very endangered species in the wild. So getting to really highlight those species is just, it's so special.
Yeah. So this is what we're doing, kind of a glimpse of the actual safari part. It's about a 2.5 hour tour. But then as we see ahead of us, you also offer overnights. Talk about those.
We do overnights. 31 tent cabins here on property. We're all originally shipped in from Botswana, assembled here. They're all the same structure. It's exactly what you'd see in Africa. And I stayed in one last night. It was great.
Yeah, well, and we got here at like 5:45 in the morning, and just to hear all these animals waking up, that alone was incredible. I can't imagine waking up to those noises.
Oh man, you got flamingos, you got the lemurs, you got all sorts of noises you've never ever heard before, and some that are a little more recognizable.
Yeah. So we did have a viewer who called in, wanted us to ask you about pricing, and long answer short, it varies depending on season, depending on day of the week, group size, etc. But you can come here as an adult for about $140, which in this area, less than a round of golf. And for the entire experience, 2.5 hours. So it really is a special thing to do. I can imagine with children, you do a lot of field trips. What is your favorite reaction from people?
Oh man, the kids specifically is just you get all the wows and the ohs next to a giraffe, because this is something that a lot of them have never seen before.
Yeah.
It's so fun. It's so fun.
It is so fun. I can speak from experience. Hey, everybody, have fun. And I want to point out these guys with the big old ears right there. I asked you earlier, what's one of your favorite animals here? And you said those guys.
Yes. Yeah, those antelope, those are called kudu. That is called a greater kudu. And they're some of the taller antelope in the world. Some of the tallest, about 6 feet tall, males and females can get up to. But boys have these magnificent horns that corkscrew. They're so fun, and it's a symbol of the South African parks.
So I have to tell you, I am having just the best time. I've only gotten a glimpse of what, the 400 acres here. Cody, I do want to ask you, as someone who has literally slept here, had that experience, can you offer some insight into what an incredible time you had?
It was.
Which I'm guessing you had an incredible time.
It was spectacular. I've actually done it twice. And it's so cool. You go to sleep, you're lying down, and all of a sudden you hear all these wild animals in the distance doing their thing and stuff. It's really a cool experience.
There's literally a bird here called a screamer.
Yep.
And if you spend the night here, you will know why it is named that. It's just absolutely awesome. And to think, it took us less than 2 hours to come out here to get to pet a rhino, to get to see a baby giraffe get bottle fed. Just incredible. I encourage everyone, if you can make the drive, have this experience. What a special thing to experience with your family. I thank you for coming on this adventure with us this morning, Jeff. Thanks for guiding us. It has been such a blast. We'll send it back to you guys while we make the adventure back home to Sacramento. Not nearly as exciting.
Cody, when the sun comes up when you sleep there, does it go, na siganya,
Molly, if you have to bring a baby giraffe home with you, that's fine. It'll fit in the car.
Yeah. We'll take loving care of a giraffe.
It might be looked down upon, but we'll see if we can make it work.
Thank you.